Good afternoon, Postal family. How's everybody doing? My name is Saeed. Welcome back to my channel. What's happening on this Freestyle Thursday? Like to do this weekly Thursday day off. Just take some time out and talk about different topics going on in the postal world. How's everybody doing? Thanks so much, you all tuning in to my channel. Appreciate everything you all do for me. Anyway, today what I'm talking about just general appreciation for my fellow carriers. Busiest time of the year. This coming week and the following week is going to be really, the package is going to pick up. It's the busiest time of the year, and carriers don't get enough credit. So I just wanted to take a time out and appreciate all the hard-working carriers around the nation. First, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do, love to do. Thanks everybody for all the support. Keep giving me the thumbs up. Smash that hype button. Takes a second. It's free. Help out everything on this platform. Thanks for the comments always. The haters are well alive. Yeah, their comments keep on coming. I appreciate them too. Taking the time out to put a comment. It might be hateful, but I appreciate you stopping by and giving me a comment. Appreciate your time out. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing good. Like I was saying, this video I want to dedicate to my fellow carriers, city carriers, of course, rural carriers, of course, even truck drivers. The whole system gets so busy, truck drivers. And production plant workers, clerks, mail handlers, all I want to appreciate you. Just from the bottom of my heart, this hard work these 2 weeks is unmatched around the nation. The hard work we do. All year we do hard work, but this time it gets really busy simply because the packages level goes up. Obviously, people giving a lot of gifts that time of the year. So just really appreciate all we do, carriers. We're not ever in the spotlight. We're not appreciated enough. We don't get no bonuses. We need to be recognized more, and we need to. Well, we're doing the best we can with our job. We're blessed to have our jobs. In a lot of carriers nowadays, they're kind of negative depending where they live, the cost of living. Rightfully so. The pay doesn't match where they're living in a northern city. Like I was reading something about Philadelphia, Philadelphia, New York, those states where the rent is so sky high, and, it's tough to make ends meet. A lot of carriers have to do second part-time gigs, deliver food, whatever. And it's sad to hear that. So different things going on. The carrier, it all starts with the NALC president. But again, that topic, comes to the front is that you don't have leverage. We don't have that leverage like Teamsters do to get what we want in the negotiations. So granted, we talk all this negative stuff about Renfro, but his hands are tied, so to speaking, him or any president. You bring in Cariff or Henry, whoever is going to be I always say this, made the best man win in August. The NALC elections are in August. So whatever, they're going to change up the negotiations, granted, God is with them, whoever the president, get us more money, yes. But at the end of the day, the leverage is in there. So, but prayer always helps. We'll get what we want. It may not be what we really need, like a big time increase, but it is going to be an increase. God forbid, we don't want anything Renfro came out with, like 1%. That we lost that and some in the medical insurances right now we're signing on for. So when you compare all these things, gotta get more money, the bottom line. Gotta have a president to get us much more than what we're getting right now. But a lot of things are rotating around us right now. The Amazon contract is around us rotating, They're in negotiations. There's word they're not going to drop us. There's a lot of rumors. I mentioned in my previous video that Amazon is thinking about dropping us. That's not the case at all. They would be, quite honestly, mental to drop us. How much cheap they pay us per package. So if they end up taking all that volume for their own drivers, they won't make a dumb mistake like that. So I think they're going to renew the contract simply because there's a new Postmaster General. He's going to ask for a little bit more pennies. So it's not going to be $1.50. Maybe it's going to go up to $2, whatever it is. I don't know the exact dollar amount they give us per package. But simply because we have a new Postmaster General, that amount, they're going to throw some more pennies for us on the per package deal. So you got those things concerning, hopefully they renew. It all looks like that way. That contract is going to be renewed in October with Amazon. Hopefully, I'm saying God willing, But mail volumes are steadily declining. Although some of y'all in the comments said they're not declining. So it literally depends where you are in the States. I mean, some places, larger cities, their mail volume hasn't declined because I guess it's a larger metropolis, more businesses are there, so they got their bills rolling. And so different, it just literally depends where you're at in the US. So mail volume, like me in the South, it's definitely going down. Like I said, if you're in the north or west, larger cities, it might not have gone down. You haven't felt anything go down. So all these things you got to take into account as far as the carrier base. And like I was saying, carriers are never appreciated enough. They should, at least during the holiday time, give us a little bit of a profit sharing. But I know that's a laugh for a lot of you, going to laugh. Because that won't happen ever. The only profit sharing they have is for the higher ups and of course management. But about management, it's it depends who you're working with. Like my current supervisor is a great guy, was a carrier, everything is good, nothing bad whatsoever to talk about. So it's literally who you got. When I was there first few years as a new CCA, yes, I went through the grind. I guess you can sort of say strict manager, strict rules. Always they want the carrier base to hustle, work your rear ends off in less time. That's any station. So that's just how the system is designed. The pressure from there above feeds down on them, and they have to take it out on the carrier. So it's a lot we go through. I can't appreciate the carrier base enough. Weather, summer, everything, the dogs. Just speaking of dogs, I was doing some time in a different area a couple days ago that I haven't seen, that I haven't been to since I was a CCA. That was a while ago. So I got there, I opened the gate. Gate has a strap on it. The box is next to the front door is a dismount. So I'm going there to get it. I put the mail in. I shut the old school mailbox. I turn around, this small, muscular little pit bull, not the larger size, but the smaller one, but they have the same head. So they're the same family, but they're smaller. You can see the muscles on the back shoulders, and he's sniffing my shoes. I froze. I said, where this guy came from? He didn't make a noise. He just sneaked up on me. I didn't know this dog. It's not my route. Like I said, I haven't done this area since I was a CCA. So I slowly start to glide towards the gate. And, I'm trying to leave quickly. You don't want to run with a dog like that because they're going to put on the chase and be even more angry because they've already got you. He's behind you, he's sniffing your shoes, he's got you. So best thing you can do is to glide. If you run, that's not what to do. Because there's no point in running. The dogs are territorial, so you got to sort of glide slowly. I took my steps. I knew he wasn't that type of dog that's gonna attack me, but he was sniffing real hard my shoes, like he's. I don't know what dogs do. They have a sense or the sniffing. Thank God I got out of there as soon as I shut the gate. And this whole time he didn't bark once. So he was. And the next day I spoke to the regular carrier that's on that route. She said he's usually not open like that, but since I didn't know the area, I went in there. I thought regular, just drop the mail in the box on the front door and roll out. But stuff like that. For me, from my previous videos, I love dogs. I have regulars on my route. Some have passed away because of poor ownership. Their owners would just chain them and leave them to die. And with a dog, if you're really caring, you got to take the dog to veterinarians too. You can't just leave it on food. So one of my dogs recently passed away. I fed it every day. I fed it the largest amount of all the biscuits I give to my dogs on my route, but still he was sick, and his time was up, sadly enough. So the next day I took a moment over there and just thought that's life and death in front of you, man. We live, you learn from the lesson from the dogs. That's same for human beings. When your time is up, that's it, you go. This world exists, we're temporary, so we got to make the best of it, the time here. So speaking of time, right now carriers, we don't have much time with our families because it's so busy. Packages volume, different. It hasn't really hit us this, I think, last 2 weeks or end of second last week. It really starts coming on. Anybody who wants to order gifts, and this is the time we buckle down, and the carriers, the fighters fight. Even the ones who don't know how to hustle hard, they become really soldiers type of carriers. They work hard. I mean, it makes you a carrier to go through. I've seen quite a few peak seasons during my time now, and it's rough. It goes by quickly because so much work. We're constantly working the whole day, delivering packages. The days start flying. Well, the days fly by regardless, but during peak, we're focused so much on the packages, a lot of volume of packages, that time just, it seems it gets faster on us. So different things affecting the carriers, but like I said, we don't get appreciated enough. Don't get me wrong, the whole system, as I mentioned, clerks, mail handlers, appreciate all of y'all. Truck drivers that bring us the mail from the plants, appreciate y'all. You make it happen too. You bring us our mail in the morning. You pick up our returns in the afternoon. So it's a whole unit team effort, man. I mean, I appreciate everybody. Just wanted to take a time out and appreciate the whole systems, carriers, of course, my co-carriers all over the nation. Respect what all y'all do. We don't get heard enough. We don't get appreciated enough. We're like the soldiers in the shadows, just working daily, provide for our families, and nobody even stopping to say us a thank you, shake our hand. There's some people, not all managers, supervisors are bad. They take their time to appreciate us, so we appreciate them for doing that. So it is what it is. That's the system. Got to keep it going. In other news, there's the same stuff going on. Postmaster General, the last we heard, he's working on with the Amazon CEO on that contract. They continue to say they're rolling out new vehicles, 50,000 somewhere in the larger cities. My city is asleep, as our mechanics never tell us anything. Any new vehicle is coming our way. Now, forget about now. They don't even know anything about the next 10 years. They don't get to hear nothing. It's like the smaller towns, smaller stations just get left out of the, I read stories on different social media outlets, some carriers saying, wow, they're taking pictures of the brand new, I'm talking about the NGDVs, the duck looking things, the Jetsons looking things, whatever. There's so many names for them now because of their front gigantic windshield. So, but at least they're seeing those vehicles come into their station. We're just with the old school old trucks we have. So it is what it is. We're patient. We get some new trucks in our times. The older generation is retiring, and so they didn't see it. They told me about the Pentos, the Jeep. So we're good with what we have. I mean, our mechanics keep them running, and it is what it is. You got to do the best with what you have. God knows best when we're gonna receive some new vehicles. But props to y'all that are receiving the new vehicles. So eventually it's gonna tinkle down, but that eventually might be more than 10 years. We don't know. God knows only. So we'll do with what we have. But anyway, just wanted to make a timeout. Appreciate all my fellow carriers in the hard times. Respect, appreciate the whole system, postal system, in these 2 weeks before the 25th holiday. It's a lot of hard work, hardest time of the year, and props to all of y'all. Thanks for all the hard work, carriers. Much appreciated. So that's it from MailmanSyed. Thanks again for tuning in. Any questions you might have or suggestions, comment box is always open for y'all. Just throw in, put a comment in there, anything you guys want to share, want me to talk about. CCAs with new questions, keep them coming. I love answering all of them. So, all right, guys, that's it for MailmanSyed. God is with us, and hang tight. 2 weeks, hopefully, is going to fly by, and everything. God bless. Take care. Until next time, MailmanSyed out. Take care.